From our point, the leadership that is demanded or needed in a digitalized organization is a leadership where you actually understand the opportunities of digitalization and you dare to look into it and with open questions and explore, as well as where you have the humanity and you put people and human beings in the center of what you do, and you understand that in that collaboration or connection of human beings and the digital world, this is what will create a better business. And in that humanity, you need to work with the creativity, the innovation, how you connect the dots on the opportunities of the digitalization and the data that you provide. This is where you need the human beings.
And how does Ikea work with these questions?
Well, we work with the questions of leadership in the digital world in the sense that we know that what is most important for us is our core values of believing in people and the values that we have, and those values will guide us in whatever we do. So we will always put the people in the center and they deliver the business. That's our humanistic foundation. Then we need to enable our co-workers to understand what the opportunities are, to understand the data, to be able to analyze and use the data that is provided with more digital platforms, or actually see the opportunities in developing the business through technology and what we already have enabled. We guide our leaders in what we mean by leadership in the new era, as we call it. We have a very strong and leadership approach with some directions of what are the capabilities that you need as a leader to really lead the business into the new world, to create a better Ikea. And then we believe that some of them are very much about creating relationships and co-creation. Others are very much about unleashing ideas and using the many people. And it's about having focus on performance, but doing it with a meaning for the customer, all the time having the customer in the focus of what we do.
Okay. Earlier when you were on stage, you talked about empowering co-workers. What does that mean?
Well, empowering co-workers is, we've always had empowering co-workers at the core because we believe that everyone can do a good job. It means that we create that environment where you can actually be yourself, because when you are yourself as a co-worker or as a person, you are your best. Then you can then we need to create the environment where you can bring out your ideas, you can use your experience, and you can do it connection with other people. We also need, and this is where digital and automation is an amazing opportunity, to take away the double work, to take away the processes, the manual processes that we might not want to do or need to do, so that we release the resources to really connect with people, to develop the business, to connect with customers and understand the customers better. And in this empowerment, one of our values, give and take responsibility, is very important, because the more I as a leader give responsibility to my team, the more empowered they will be. I think we all as human beings like to feel that we can contribute with taking decisions and having responsibility, right?
And is that something we can transfer to the schools as well?
Definitely. What I see in the schools right now is that schools are using more and more digital, and they are working more through websites and through laptops and iPads and so on. Then when teachers don't have all the answers, but use their curiosity to understand where the students are, because there will be a generation gap here, right? Mm-hmm. So when we as teachers or as managers use our openness, our curiosity, and explore what the opportunities are and actually ask more questions than give answers, then as a teacher you will show the students that they are important. When we create an environment as a teacher where you can use whatever ability and capacity you have, some are more in the some are more creative, some are maybe more need to work with their hands. If you can create that environment, you will unleash that individual power and potential in the students. And this is where you will empower. And then we need to recognize people for their contribution. This recognition of it actually made a difference that you contribute will empower.
From your point of Ikea, How can schools prepare themselves? What should the youth know when they're graduating, you know?
Well, I think what they should know is that the most important thing is that they know themselves, and then they follow their passion and they do what they are good at, because building on your strength will actually create a success for you. Then some of the students nowadays are very performance focused, but it's actually more about how you do the things. They should look at what does it mean to be a human being in a workplace, so I can develop a lot of skills, I can develop a lot of competences, but what you also need to bring in is your humanity, that you work together, you can work together. It's not an individual journey. Entrepreneurship, innovation, creating business results, it's about working together, seeing the strengths of other people. And by having that openness, you can do that. So in the school's preparation, maybe it is about having sports together, working as a team. Maybe it is about combining scientific topics with the creative topics, and expect everyone to explore it and talk about this is it. Then we know that the students of the future and the generations of the future, they want to work for purpose-led companies. So what if I can get closer to what my purpose is and my values are? It's easier to identify myself with those companies.
Okay, very interesting. Pernille Hageld, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.